Hey, good morning, Eastern Oregon, and welcome to this December the 22nd version of AM Live on EOA, your connection to Eastern Oregon, also on Roku. How are you, man?
Good morning. Cold.
Cold?
Yeah.
So it's not quite as cold. I'm in Burleson, Texas, with our kids for Christmas, and I think the internet is here and there this morning, so I might be a little blurry from time to time, but it's not quite as cold here as it is there. It's in the 40s.
No. Yeah. Well, there's a big difference. You think? It's not in the 40s here. It's in the zeros.
Man, that's crazy. You were saying you saw 3 people falling.
Safeway
What'd you
parking
say?
lot. Yeah.
Yesterday.
It's just a big sheet of ice.
Man.
I think that when it's icy like that, Safeway should have somebody on a 4-wheeler going and picking up the old people from their cars and taking them to the door.
That's not a bad idea.
No, because
Yeah.
I mean it was scary. You know, it was taking some people like 5 minutes to walk from their car to the door because they're just scoot stepping. It was slippery. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just a sketchy feeling.
Yeah.
When you like you barely, you can just feel your shoes kind of slipping a little bit, and you know that you've got 100 feet before you get to the car.
Yep.
Yeah.
A lot of people were going over and grabbing carts and using them, like to.
That's not a bad idea at all. Yeah.
Yeah, but unfortunately, you got to make it to the cart return.
Yeah.
Which is quite a, you know what I mean? It can be quite a walk from wherever you're sitting or wherever you're parking.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you always return your cart to the cart corral?
Always. Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. Yeah, and somebody has to do it. What you know what I mean? Like I hate it when people leave their cart in like a parking spot.
Yeah. Well, I agree. I do too. So, well, hey, you want to talk about sports for a minute?
Let's do it. Yeah, I got a quick sports update.
Okay.
So EOU volleyball, Cambry Scott was named the NAIA Academic All-American Team Member of the Year yesterday, which they pick one person in each level of college sports: one NCAA Division I, Division II, Division III, and NAIA. And she was the one picked for the NAIA, which is pretty cool. I mean, Team Member of the Year and Academic All-American, first team All-American. I mean, she had an amazing season, an amazing career. EOU women's basketball won yesterday in Arizona against Montana State Northern. They're like 9-1 on the year. They're really good. This women's basketball team is back to standard Angie type teams. The men's basketball team plays Gonzaga on the 28th. They're 7-4. They're really good too, man. They really are. The LeGrand High School boys and girls played in Pendleton yesterday. They play again today. I think they play Redmond. And the crazy thing is a bunch of people got stranded over there yesterday in Pendleton. So I don't know if they came back and are going back over today. I haven't heard yet this morning what the plan is. And like Comby said yesterday, the wrestling team goes to Hawaii on the 28th, which is pretty cool. That'll be fun. For the LeGrand High School swim team is doing a tree drop-off or pickup at Safeway. There's the phone number there. I'll also put it in the comments right now so you guys can see it. $10 to drop it off, $15 to pick it up. December 31st from 9 to 2 p.m. There's the phone number to text right there for pickup. And, yeah, it's to raise some money for the LeGrand High School swim team. So help them out. And that's about all I got for sports today.
And where do they drop them off if they want to drop the tree off? Do you remember?
I said that, Safeway parking lot.
Sorry,
it's right there too.
I looked for it. Oh, okay, there it is. Yeah,
Safeway parking lot. Yeah, be careful. Safeway. Well, it might not be that way in a week, but it's slick
Yeah.
right now. Man, goodness gracious. We went to Bimart yesterday to pick up an eye patch for my mom because she had cataract surgery yesterday morning, and my son's like, "Oh, dude, Dad, this must be the place where people come to spin cookies." And I'm like, "Yeah, it is." So we did a couple of cookies. I was like, "Dude, you should have seen us in high school here."
Yeah, you haven't lived until you spun cookies in
the Bimart parking lot. We used to go. When I was in high school, we'd go and make a little fire and drink beers and spin cookies in the
Bimart parking lot.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. Oh.
No, man. When I was a kid, that's where I learned how to drive in snow. Was in a parking lot. I mean, after you had a lot of fun, then you'd like, okay, what's it like to try and stop on snow? Nope, so.
It's a lot easier if you have studs and four-wheel drive.
Yeah, it is. But you still.
Well, four-wheel drive don't help stopping at all.
No. Successful snow driving is object avoidance. It's kind of that simple,
It's just
you don't drive
paying attention and not driving fast and staying back away from idiots.
You don't drive faster than what you can stop, and you're just constantly looking. It's like, okay, how would I avoid this if something happened?
Yeah, I just stay way back away from people.
I tell you, when we flew out of Portland, and we must have just barely missed. I mean, it was rainy, but we missed the freezing part of it. But we still had trucks passing us at 85 miles an hour, 80 miles an hour. Just crazy.
Yeah. Not today.
Not today.
On Cabbage today. I don't even think Cabbage is open probably right now. I don't know. It might be, but
yeah. It's funny because people said, hey, when I told them we were leaving, like, okay, well, good luck. I hadn't even looked at the weather, so I think we got out just in time.
I think you might have, because I'm pretty sure Cabbage was closed quite a bit yesterday. It's crap out there.
Just a sheet of ice, you said, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like the main roads, look, you can see the main roads have been driven on enough that there's pavement, but everywhere else, all the back roads, all the parking lots are just ice.
Wow. Well, let's have what Gabe has for us. Make sure.
Heading into today on Thursday, much of us will be topping out into the teens for highs, with that exception for that warm spot 23 in John Day. That cold spot 6 in Pendleton, as I'm expecting clouds to be thickening up during the day, bringing flurries out towards Burns late day into the evening. Slight chance we see that up towards the northern blues and Wallowas, although it may just wait until the overnight hours. Heading into today on Thursday for LeGrand, it looks like this. We will start out into the lower single digits at the 8 o'clock hour after being below zero earlier in the morning, with a light northeasterly wind flow, which will change to the southeast late day, gusting up to 30 miles per hour in spots, as more gloom is expected the second half of the day as highs reach the mid to the upper teens. And there's your slight chance for a few flurries as early as the 8 o'clock hour, becoming likely overnight as those temperatures hold into the lower teens, and those winds gust up to 45 miles per hour in spots into Friday morning, with steady snow before that breaks in to scattered snow accumulations into the afternoon, which may mix with a little bit of ice as those highs warm into the upper 20s. Total snow accumulations 1 to 4 inches for the valleys and 4 to 8 for the mountains.
We're going to get up to a whopping 16 degrees today.
Wow.
No, not a fan. Not a fan at all. No.
Yeah, there's one thing I know about you. It's like this is the time that you miss San Diego.
Yeah. I like even on the west side of the state, the temperature change isn't as drastic as it is here. You know what I mean? Like the drastic temperature change is what really
that's what aggravates you.
Todd, I'm trying, man. I'm trying. The good thing is my kids are here right now, so we've been spending a lot of time at my parents' house, and my dad keeps it like warm in there. My mom hates it. My mom wants it cold. Dad keeps it like at least 72 or plus.
You know what's funny is, we've spent some time at at some of the homes of people that are older than us. I always thought 70 was the standard. I mean, when it gets to 72, that's what. And then the other day, somebody's like, "Oh my, it's down to 74 in the house." So like, okay, yeah, like
I mean, I can live most of the time at 68. I'm good with that.
Yeah, for me too. And that's kind of what we keep the office at too. Is it about 68 or 69? Because if it gets much hotter than that, anyhow,
it's not
so
68, 69 in here right now.
Is it? Probably not. Yeah, no, because the heat doesn't really kick on until 9.
Yeah,
and I didn't turn it up.
I don't even know how to. I don't care. I'm good. I'm good. It's a lot warmer in here than it is outside. I'll tell you that.
Man, yeah,
quite a bit.
I'm still surprised at the number of homeless people that are hanging around. I mean,
I haven't seen anybody lately.
Man, I take it. I don't know that they're homeless, but looks like they have all their belongings on their back, But I saw 2 or 3 the other day, and it's like, man, I don't know. I would find a warmer place to winter. That's the thing.
The warming center's open. Or the warming center opened.
I did hear that. Yeah, just a couple of days ago. So that's good. Yeah, give people a place to.
What do you call an elf that runs away from Santa's workshop?
I have no idea.
A rebel without a clause. That's a good one.
A rebel. I'll have to tell my grandkids that they will get a kick out of that. Have you seen the movie? Did we talk about this? Have you seen the movie Spirited yet?
Is that with Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah.
I told you I turned it on and I fell asleep to it.
Oh, did you?
It's a musical. Yeah, it was weird.
See,
I was like, let me watch this just once, and I don't
really
watch hardly
enjoyed
any TV.
Yeah, it's really if you can tolerate musicals, it's really good. I like it, and the music in it is just super. It's written by the music is written by the same guys who did The Greatest Showman, which again is not a show that you
know what it is.
Like.
Yeah. I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, no.
Why do you have an advent calendar behind you?
Because this is where the grandkids hang out.
What room are you in?
I'm at the dinner table. Table.
And they're staying that quiet. What'd they do? Tie them up and duct tape them?
Yeah, they did. They're like got them in the other room, wrangled on their thing. Yeah. So I thought for sure I was going to have to be in the bedroom, but this is kind of where it worked out. So. But yeah, a couple of years ago we were down here, and Seattle was playing Dallas on like New Year's Eve, and I wanted to go to the game.
Football?
No, yeah.
Oh,
because we're not far from Arlington where the Cowboys play. Yeah, I know you got that look on your face.
The only musical I've watched is Training Day. Training Day is a good shit. It's not really a musical though, but it's a good movie.
Yeah, I don't think that's a musical at all. But yeah.
Merry Christmas, Mike. Merry Christmas, Todd. Merry Christmas, everyone. Yeah. This will be our last show before Christmas. Yeah. Yep. No guests today. We're just sitting here BSing for a few minutes.
Yeah. So yeah. So what's anybody have a special gift or a tradition for Christmas? Do you have any traditions that you guys do?
Just food.
Eat food.
Yeah. Well, we do like a meat and cheese tray on New Year's or Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
I'll be driving on Christmas Eve.
Oh, that's right. You're taking your kids back then, right?
Yeah, Kyron has to wrestle my son has to wrestle Monday. So it's either that or Christmas Day. And I don't want them to have to ride in the car on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
So we'll just do Christmas on Christmas Eve here.
I grew up in a family and we opened presents on Christmas Eve. I mean, that was
I know people that do that.
we had a
When
big,
I was a kid, we had to wait.
well, and it was kind of, so one set of grandparents, my two sets of grandparents lived only a mile from each other. They were both farmers and ranchers, and so one family, my dad's family would open gifts on Christmas Eve, and then my mom's family would open gifts on Christmas morning. So so we would like open a gift on Christmas Eve when everybody else did, and then we'd open some on Christmas. But we didn't have many gifts. I mean, grew up in a pretty modest family. So
Well, there's so many broken families now that most kids get like 5 Christmases. My kids, when
oh
we were
yeah,
married,
because
we'd have my parents, her mom, her dad, and then us. So it was like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like it's 4
yeah.
Christmases, and now
Well, and
my kids 2 Christmases.
yeah, we've had three so far. I mean, we had mini. I mean, we opened gifts with Kelsey's kids, Kelsey and Kyle's kids there, and then we went to Portland and opened gifts with Michaela's kids there, and so yeah, and now we're here with Leilani's kids. So
That's
lots of fun.
that's pretty typical in America now. Like, well, with you're having at
Yeah,
least 2 or 3 Christmases.
yeah. I tell you, the best thing is waking up with grandkids. That's because in the morning they're waking up, they're just warming up, and it's just fun being a part of that life. Can't beat it, man. So, well, Merry Christmas, everyone.
Yeah,
We don't need to linger too long here.
no,
You have some stuff for us?
I do.
All right, man.
We can get out of here. Don't forget though that let me put that back up real
Yeah,
fast.
step back. Yeah.
The Christmas tree drop off pickup Saturday, December 31st at the Safeway parking lot from 9 to 2. There's the phone number to text if you want it picked up. $10 to drop it off, $15 for pickup, and the money goes to the LeGrand High School swim team.
Yep. And we will have the New Year's Eve ball drop.
Streamed
Probably
live
be
right
very
here.
cold. Yeah, that'll be streamed
Yeah,
live
we'll
on the
probably
31st.
freeze our butts off like we do every year. I'm
It,
gonna get
it will.
one of those suits, when you jump in the water up in Alaska that save your life.
Yeah, like a dry suit or like a
Yeah,
survival
something.
thingy. Yeah,
Yeah, just walking around out there in a survival suit.
yeah. It'd be funny. Would be like for you and I to get matching Christmas onesies or something.
You're crazy. No, I don't dress up.
We could take pictures like that.
You can do that with Bennett.
Or or next year maybe we could do Christmas sweaters.
I would do that.
That
I'd
would
wear a Christmas sweater.
that'd be a lot of yarn between the two of us. I'm telling you.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
All right. You
All
ready?
right. Yep. On this day in 1851, the very first freight train is operated in Roorkee, India. First freight train. On this day in 1877, Thomas Edison's phonograph is announced by Scientific America. And then 5 years later, on 1882, the first string of Christmas lights is created by none other than Thomas Edison.
Interesting. Wow.
1984, on this day, Madonna's Like a Virgin single goes #1 for 6 weeks. It was like a big controversy, too. It was a huge controversy.
I remember 84. Yeah.
Yep. And then 2010, the Don't Ask, Don't Tell policy is repealed. A 17-year-old policy banning homosexuals serving openly in the U.S. military and signed into law by President Obama. Bud says Merry Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas, Bud.
Hey, Merry Christmas, Bud.
Merry Christmas, Shane. Merry Christmas, Todd. Let's move on to the #1 song in America in 1982 on this day. Maneater by Hall & Oates. Hall & Oates.
Look at that hair. What year was that? 90, what'd you say?
82.
82. Okay.
That's not bad for 82, actually.
Yeah.
And then the quote of the day is a Dr. Seuss quote. Sometimes the questions are complicated and the answers are simple. Sometimes the questions are complicated and the answers are simple. Dr. Seuss. That's it. Oh, we got another comment up there. Forgive us for the 80s, please. Yeah, right. I love the 80s. I'm an 80s kid. I mean, the 80s were probably my favorite, man. I loved it.
Hey,
I loved the
hey
80s.
Shane, how are you doing, man? Good to see you. Yeah.
Yeah, I love the 80s. So many cool things in the 80s. Life was so much simpler in the 80s too. So like you could go play and you did things.
Well, and it was, I mean, you didn't have overwhelming technology. I mean, the internet didn't kick in until the 90s, early 90s,
Right.
But yeah, so
well, and nobody had internet in their home until the late 90s, mid to late 90s.
Right. Yeah.
Because I'm that generation that's on the oh, I just knocked my microphone. I'm the generation that's on the both, whatever that generation's called.
Yeah.
So like we were the kids that never had the internet, but also had we didn't have internet in my house until my senior year in high school. So
which was
1997. 97. Yeah.
See, I remember, I mean, I had some friends I had some friends who were living in Germany, and I remember the first emails back and forth, and they weren't even, it was like a DOS. There was no email thing. It was like it was just text and a black screen that you would get back and forth. And it's like, that was just so fascinating to me.
It's changed quite a bit. Merry Christmas, Brady. Yep. Well, yeah, that's all I got.
Alrighty. All right, man. We'll talk soon.
Tuesday.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
We're out.